everyone. Thank you very much. Can you all hear me okay? Yeah, brilliant. I feel really honoured to be here, and it's the biggest honour, I think, is when I am asked to speak to young people and to a group and an organisation organised by the future. That feels like the biggest thing that I can ever do. The most important thing that I have to do is to get that right, is to get that correct somehow. So it really made me question, and I rewrote what I wrote because it wasn't truthful enough. So let's have a little go. So I'm just going to take you back to, where shall we say? Let's call it the 20th of May. It's 9 o'clock in the morning and it's 2017. Yeah? And I'm standing outside a buzzer. You know those little buzzers to get in a door? Boop, boop, boop. I'm trying to hear someone I can't quite hear, and I'm a bit furious, truth be told. I'm standing outside the Crisis Mental Health Centre in Camden, North London. The Crisis Unit is a team that's specialised about looking after people that are in crisis who may or may not be about to go into hospital. It's an outpatient unit to prevent us from having to go in and being admitted. Yep. So I'm there because apparently I am in crisis, because I had a series of violent episodes. One of them involved 6 men in stab vests and me getting tranquilised. However, for me, my crisis at that moment in time is that it's 9 a.m. and at 10 a.m. I'm running a rehearsal at the Royal Court Theatre, and a technical rehearsal, and I'm the director, so everything relies on me. Now, luckily, because I am the director, I take that to my advantage, and I adjust the schedule a little bit. So the choreographer is starting the morning's work. That's okay. So in I go, then I find myself in this small sort of cell-like room. It's thin, and I'm pacing up and down. I can't sit down because I'm thinking, and my mind only works when I'm moving. Because apparently, I was told as an adult, I've got a thing called ADHD. We've all heard of that, right? So anyway, so I'm pacing up and down, mind's thinking, now I'm going to take you back to 2006. Rock and roll, Jake, eh? 2006, and I got the job as the resident assistant director at the Donmar Warehouse in London. The Donmar Warehouse is an esteemed theatre and has a greatly esteemed director. And he said to me, Hamish, as the resident assistant director, your job is to sit quietly, absorb, learn, and write notes. Only speak when you're spoken to, Hamish. No problem. Great. I really want to be a theatre. It's all I've ever wanted to do. It's such a brilliant moment for me. Yes. So I sit quietly. What happens if you've got ADHD and you sit quietly? You fall asleep. A whole year of being in rooms with people like Ian McKellen, me falling asleep, waiting for, only waking up when my name is said, as that big moment, the question is asked, isn't it, Liz? Nightmare. And what do I say? I mumble. Because I'm too terrified and too ashamed that I've been asleep. I can't quite work out, whoa, I want to be in this world, I'm not in this world. What am I? Who am I? But it's okay because I've got those notes, right? They said write down those notes, so it's fine. So I go to my notes. I'm dyslexic and dyspraxic, so I can't read a ing word. And neither can anyone else. But somehow I did get the job in the first place, didn't I? But I forgot about that. I really, really, really want to be a theatre director. It's all I've ever wanted to do. This is a golden opportunity. Hundreds of people went for it. So I need to adjust myself, don't I? I need to become the thing of what they want. Normally the people that get that job went to Oxford or Cambridge. I very much didn't go to Oxford or Cambridge. Wasn't allowed to do A-level, what is it called? English, GCSE, French, very many things. So there I am, aspiring to be something else. Anyway, let's go back to that room. Remember that room that I was pacing up and down in a little bit ago, yeah? You got it? So I'm pacing up and down that room. I've sat down and there are 2 therapists in there. One of the therapists says something I don't agree with. I kick off and create an episode. An episode means I'm headbutting the wall and smashing a chair and I'm punching myself in the face repeatedly. I punch myself so that I get a black eye. Anyway, I storm out, call them all a bunch of, and leave. Yeah, so I run out, but it's okay because I get to the rehearsal. I get to the rehearsal and the session goes well. The day goes well. The show goes well. Why does the show go well? Because I've learned in those 10 years, I've learned that I am who I am. Yes, there are structures I need to fit into, but I've learned that community groups that I get to work with appreciate and relate to me. Actors, posh or not, relate to me. Playwrights relate to me, and now so do audiences. So first thing is, be true to yourself. The second thing is, let's go back now to 2004, even further back. I've just finished my first ever job as an assistant director at Payne's Plough, and I've got sort of a really bad, dreaded pineapple on my head. I was quite into the outdoor rave scene in the early 90s. And the director goes, who's now a very good friend of mine, he goes, oh, Hamish, you cut your hair after this. What? I'm not cutting my hair. What are you on about? No, it's part of me. He went, is it? Anyway, it's, you're going to have bigger battles to fight, bigger battles to fight, bigger battles to fight, whatever. Anyway, I cut my hair. And then I get that job, and I still don't really know what that means. And then all that stuff that I just described to you happens. And then I realise now, and everything I'm saying is a constant learning process for me. And all I can do is tell you where I am now. What I've learned is that my skill and what I'm good at is facilitating the ideas of other people and allowing them to be heard. So what I'm good at is getting the voices of those communities talking to each other and talking outside, finding a playwright's voice and developing that and letting it heard. That is the bigger battle. I can celebrate who I am. I'm not ashamed of any of my wonderful superpower conditions, whether that be ADHD, dyspraxia, or mixed picture mood disorder. They still don't know what it is. Diagnosis waiting to happen. Yet again, 10 years in depression and in and out. That doesn't matter. That's just who I am. We don't live in that world anymore. But what I've got to do is make that work within the system in front of me. Because I don't want it to be about me. I want it to be about other things and other voices. So remember the bigger picture, the big battle as well. Celebrate who you are. Know that it's okay to sometimes look at the systems that exist, celebrate them, and then change them from inside sometimes. And then the most important thing is keep your eye on the prize. Brilliant. Thank you all very much.